Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be doing a Halloween makeup tutorial, and I just started with the Hourglass Mineral Veil Primer, and I'm just going to put that all over my face. And then I'm going to go in with the Kogendo Aqua Foundation. I'm using a shade that's actually slightly lighter than my actual skin tone, just because I think witches have a fairer skin tone than normal people. I don't know. Next, I'm going in with the Rimmel Wake Me Up Concealer. I'm just putting this under the eyes and around the nostrils. And then blending that out with the Beauty Blender. And then later on, I decided to put some on my eyelids as well, just to act as an eye primer. Then I'm using the Rimmel Stay Matte Powder in Translucent on a small brush just under the eyes. And then I'm going in with a larger brush, a fluffy brush, just all over the face. Next, to carve out some cheekbones, I'm going to be using the Makeup Store eyeshadow in Smog. I think this color is a really nice contour color for Asian skin tones, or for my skin tone specifically. It just creates those nice hollows. And I'm just using this Zoeva face paint brush, going around the cheekbones, a little bit on the temples, and I'm going to cover up the nose as well. And of course, the jawline. And then I'm just taking my face powder brushes just to blend out any harsh lines from the contour. Next, moving on to the brows, I'm going to be using the Anastasia Brow Definer in medium brown, and I'm just creating a kind of elongated kind of brow, just to emphasize kind of the thinness of the eyebrows. Onto the eyeshadows, we're going to be using the Morphe 35O palette, and I'm just grabbing some orangey shades just to give a little bit of warmth to the eyes. And then I'm also going to be taking some browns, and that's just going to create depth to the eye. And what I'm doing here is actually just messily applying the colors because she's deranged, I guess, and she's a witch, so you don't need perfect eyeshadow. By the way guys, just so you know, all the products that I'm using in this tutorial will be listed in the description box. All of the products for all of my videos so far are all listed in the description box, so if you're ever curious, you know where to check. Next, I'm just gonna grab my Naked Smoky palette, just for the grayish, kind of bluish tones, just because I think this creates more of a sick kind of look. Yeah. So I'm just mainly focusing that under the eyes and in the inner corner of the eyes, just to make them look really deep set, and yeah. Next, I'm taking this kind of grayish and brownish shades, and I'm just going to mix them together, just to kind of messily put them all over the face. And this is going to create the kind of illusion that, you know, she's been living in the jungle or the forest, and yeah, that she's a little dirty-ish from all the potion mixing and stuff. And then I'm just going back into the Morphe palette to grab this kind of brownish shade, just because I thought it just wasn't kind of dark enough for my liking, so I just went back in and deepened that up. For all of these parts, you can always, you know, just customize it to your liking. If you think it's not deep enough, then you can just go ahead and deepen it up. If you think it's too much, you can always just lighten it. Here I'm actually just drawing kind of veins on my face. I'm using the Kat Von D tattoo liner. I don't know if they really came out as veins. They kind of look like cracks to me as well. You can interpret them however you like, but yeah, that's just what I'm doing here. One tip that I have for you guys is to make sure that you use a very thin kind of felt tip liner, because with kind of pencil liners, I realized it was kind of harder to get the thinner parts of the veins. So yeah. Now I'm just going in with the lips. I'm using OFRA's liquid lipstick in Havana Nights. This was in collaboration with Kathleen Lights. So it's just a deep red kind of color. You can use any color you like. I think black would go really well as well. And then here I'm just going in with a little bit of concealer on a tiny brush, just to sharpen out the lip line and make sure everything is nice and sharp. So with that, we're kind of done with our makeup, and now we're gonna move on to the hair. I'm just gonna curl slightly the hair. I'm not really gonna do like proper curls or anything, but I'm gonna take a curling iron and just run some strands of hair through it. Some are gonna be tighter curls than others, and some are gonna be kind of looser waves. And I'm gonna do just kind of roughly maybe half of the head, not the entire head, just to give that more disheveled kind of look. So I realized that most of the curls that I'm doing are going in a single direction. I did try to switch up at the end, but it wasn't very successful. So yeah, one tip that I would have for you guys to kind of give more of that messy look would be to switch up the direction of your curls. As you can see, I'm doing it here. I'm curling it towards my face instead of away from my face. Once we're done with that, I'm just going to take a round brush like this and just kind of tease the hair a little bit here and there. This just kind of creates more of that messy look, and the hair kind of looks more tangled and stuff. So yeah, I think it just adds to the whole evil witch kind of look. And then here I just have a kind of witch's hat that I got from Daiso. It was actually just like $2. I actually had like yellow ribbons on it that I cut off, which is why you can see kind of like yellow tabs through the cobwebs and kind of things. So yeah, I have spiders hanging off of the cobweb. Those were from Daiso as well. So yeah. So just adjust it until you are happy with it. And then now we have just one final step, which is the contact lenses, and here I have them in, and this is what the final look looks like. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, so I'll see you in my next one. Bye!